Hi, everybody. I am Christina, and I want to welcome you to 5-ish minutes today. And we're sharing Stella and Dot ambassador stories, and I am so delighted to be joined by Katie Karenik, who is a huge rock star in the Stella and Dot world. And we're just going to have a 5-ish minute chat about why she loves being a part of this community and being an ambassador. So we're going to keep this snappy and short as best as both you and I can, because I know we could talk forever if we wanted to. So let's get to it. So welcome officially to this 5-ish minutes. Okay, so I want you to just tell everybody, like, just give us the quick skim your resume, like not your resume necessarily, but who you are and a little bit about you.
Sure. My name is Katie Karenik. I am 31 years old. I live in a very, very, very small town in Texas, population about 2,000. Married, no children, have 2 dogs that I absolutely adore. And Stella and Dot has been my full-time job for almost 3 years. And actually in August this month, that we're filming this, it will be 5 years total for me with Stella and Dot.
Happy Stellaversary. I'm so happy that you clicked that button many years ago. So
me too.
Your
me
story
too.
is so inspiring to so many, like just the whole journey that you have had. But I want to find out from you, like, what was it that, like, why did you enroll? Like, what was the impetus to just saying, you know what, I'm going to try this out? What was that moment like? Like, how did you find it? Why did you start?
Okay, excuse me. I actually found Stella and Dot a very long time ago, probably honestly about the time you started, Christina, on YouTube. Oh, wow. And it looked like it was the jewelry that I was buying all the time from like Forever 21 and Charming Charlie, but with a higher price point. And so I knew with the higher price point, it had to be made of better quality. And I was willing to, invest the money, if you will, but I wanted to see it in person first. And I had a friend in the area who was hosting a trunk show, is what we called them back then. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go see this brand, see the jewels in person, touch, play, feel, and then I'll spend my money and go from there. I fell in love with everything from the beginning, and I wanted so much. I ended up hosting my own trunk show because you have this wish list, right? You always have a wish list, and the best way to get that wish list for little to nothing is to host what we call events now, but back then it was trunk shows. So I did that. And it just was so natural for me to talk about it and wear and share it with my friends and family members that, I was approached with the idea of signing up to become a stylist, is what we called ourselves back then, myself. But I wasn't sure. I had a lot of things going on in my personal life, different balls to juggle. And I was waiting for the most opportune time. And then finally, the push that, did it for me was I was very unhappy, just being honest, with my 9-to-5 mundane work life. Mm-hmm. And I just needed to get out of there, and I needed something else to bring me joy because I was not getting that fulfilled day to day with my 9-to-5. So I finally decided to do it really just as an outlet, something to have part-time, more as a hobby. And if it took off, it took off. Mm-hmm. So that's how I started.
I love it. I love it. Now, I'm going to just plug you for a second, because this I think, number one, seeing that you just fell in love with the product, like that was really what it was. Like, you just thought it was really cute. And then it became a platform for you to, like, leave a full-time job. And actually, this is the bragging part. Katie's like consistently been top 10 worldwide in Stella and Dot for a number of years. I don't even know how many, but what I find so inspiring is that you're able to do this from a tiny town and branch out from there. And there are there's no obstacles. The only obstacles that people create are for themselves. And I think you're just such a shining example of not paying attention to anything. Because someone could say, small town, what, 2000 or something. Like, oh my God, I don't, how do I do that? So that's just my billboard, like, I love Katie for you right there. But what surprised you the most about when you became a stylist or an ambassador? I'm still in between like these two terms myself, but what surprised you most about like your experience as being a part of this community?
What surprised me the most about, so like the community, like,
or what you felt like, or just being a stylist, like what did you fell in love with the jewelry, you thought it was a great on-ramp to be able to leave your full-time job, but was there something, was there something that surprised you? What was there something that you got out of this that you didn't expect when you enrolled?
Maybe, I'm all about honesty here, so maybe it was like the money I could make. Very money driven. So I saw how easily it was to wear and share. And that if I really worked hard and, built up a really great consistent business, I could do this full time. And that was very appealing to me. And when you start these side projects or hobbies or part-time gigs or side hustles or whatever you want to call them, I think that's kind of always the idea and like the way that people are lured in, if you will, because they want that, but they don't know if they can actually achieve it. And I was that person too, like I was like, sure, it'd be great, but like, how realistic is this? So it turns out it's actually very realistic and possible because I am living proof of it. So.
And that you are, yes. And it's just like anything, effort in, results out. It's with everything. Everybody has that same opportunity to do it. So.
Yeah.
What is something that the income that Stella and Dot has provided for you, allowed you, or has done for you in your life, has allowed you to do? I feel like I actually might know this answer, but I might be surprised.
Oh, actually, what do you think my answer is? Because I don't know that I have an answer. I mean, I think mine.
Sorry, I'm putting words in your mouth. I think your answer is that you were able to leave your full-time job.
Yeah. So mine is, more of a generic answer. There was not one thing. I mean, Stella and Dot has given me an opportunity to make more money than I ever did, just speaking very candidly, at a 9-to-5 that I had previously. And so I've been able to, things that are important to me, like, growing a emergency fund or, your savings account, putting down, a generous down payment on a nice car. Like, it's provided me with things like that. But the most important thing, the thing that I wake up and I'm so grateful for every day, is the fact that I can work flexibly with this financial freedom. I love that I really don't have those concerns and like living, month to month, paycheck to paycheck, worries. So.
Yes. I love that. I love it. You're such a good example for all of us for that, and an inspiration for so many people when it comes to that. Okay. Final question. What is your favorite product go-to piece? I was going to make you just tell me one, but maybe I'll let you do like your top couple pieces. Okay. Or maybe your all-time favorite. Yeah.
You told me this was going to be a question and I didn't even think, okay, so I'm really just kind of going here. So we have the blessing of selling 3 different brands now underneath Stella and Dot. We have our high-end jewelry and accessories and clothing line. And then we have this really great, like, memory making, storytelling collection with Keep Collective. And then we have our skincare and makeup brand now, and that we can sell. And so the first thing that came to mind was actually our tinted moisturizer, which is so funny because I'm the girl that sold jewelry for 5 years, but I really love the tinted moisturizer. So that, I just have to say that. Gosh, I'm such a simplistic person. Is this like all-time favorite piece or like current favorite piece?
Whatever, just go with what you can do, whatever. Or is that too broad and overwhelming? I don't know. You're gonna overthink it.
I know. I love our Covet line. I mean, I love everything I'm wearing right now, which is in our current line. But our luxury line, which is we sell genuine leather handbags, and so we offer like, you know, a variety of things across the board. We have $19 earrings and we have $300 luxury leather handbags, and I love that. I like the finer things in life, so we have these amazing real 14 karat gold necklaces that I think are so comparable to what you can find at a high-end department store, you know, for hundreds of dollars more. And ours is just perfection for a lower price. And so I wear them to death. So I'm just gonna say our diamond necklaces.
Okay, there you go. I love, actually, I will say that makes me think of you now that you say that. I'm like, oh yeah, Katie does talk about the diamond necklaces a lot.
Yeah.
And daylight does not shock me since that is, you know, I know that's your fave go-to skincare
Yes.
product out of our line. All right. Well, that does it. Is there anything else, like, before we've gone into the ish territory here, but anything else like that you want people to know about Stella and Dot or S&D family brands? Like, any quick words of advice, or just this was fun.
It was so much fun. Thank you for having me. The one thing I will say, just to make this very short, because I know that's the goal, is, you know, I think you hear this a lot when people are very happy and passionate about what they do for a living and where they or who they work for. And the Stella and Dot family of brands community is truly unmatched. It's such a blessing in my life as well. And so I really love the community aspect of it. And then my advice would be, this is not a permanent thing. Like, if you're thinking about doing it, you're not going to be locked down into a 30-year contract. You know, just try it. Like, we've got so many great sign-up specials, and like, it's not the end of the world. Like, if anything, you walk away with beautiful jewelry and maybe some skincare items, some luxury skincare items, if you will. And, you know, why not? Like, I mean, you won't know until you try. So I'm, again, living proof of that.
Well, on that note, I will leave everyone with your advice and with your story. Thank you for sharing it with all of us. And you know how much I love you, and I'm so grateful for you and spending this, I shouldn't even say 5, like this ish minutes with me to chat. So thank you for your time today. And I am just going to keep being your #1 fan. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.